Well, the Clinton Global Initiative annual meeting begins Monday in New York City, but this is its final meeting after an 11-year run. I'm joined now by Robert Harrison, who is CEO of the Clinton Global Initiative. And Robert, thanks for joining us. Why is this the last meeting?
Thanks, Scott. When President Clinton created the Clinton Global Initiative back in 2005, he actually did it as a 10-year experiment. He wanted to bring together leaders from different sectors, from the public sector, the private sector, and civil society, and encourage them, actually require them, to make commitments to address some of the great global challenges like health, education, poverty alleviation, climate change, and the environment. And the experiment has worked. Now that we're into our 11th year, our members have made about 3,500 commitments, which are operating in 180 countries around the world, and they're positively impacting 430 million people. Now, at the beginning, President Clinton did not know whether anyone would show up, whether they would make commitments, whether they would actually report progress on their commitments. But in fact, the landscape has changed, and people do look at having a role as a global citizen today to address some of these big challenges. Now, but at the beginning, as he wrote in his book, Giving, this was a 10-year project.
But will there be any remnants of the Clinton Global Initiative after this meeting, or is it completely shutting down?
No, there will be two very important continuing parts of the Clinton Global Initiative. The first one is with respect to all of our members and the 3,500 commitments that have been made. We will have a staff to support them, to continue to create partnerships across sectors, to continue to rely on the data that we have in our database from those 3,500 commitments to advise them on how to replicate and how to scale those commitments to make them even better. So there will be service to our members on an ongoing basis. And then the second part of CGI that will continue is what's called CGI University. Back in 2008, President Clinton launched CGI-U, which is essentially a gathering of college students, the next generation of leaders, on a different college campus each year. And we began in Tulane and have been to 9 other campuses. We were at Berkeley a couple of months ago. And at these 3-day convenings, these 1,000 college students make commitments to address the same kinds of problems that the adults do at the annual meeting.
Now, does the fact that Hillary Clinton is running for president have anything to do with the decision to shut down or wind down the CGI?
No. The decision, as I said, was made by President Clinton when he created it. He really did launch this as a 10-year project, and he hoped to inspire citizens to become global citizens and to take it as part of their responsibility in the 21st century to address big challenges like health, poverty, climate change, and education. And to do that in the same way they have responsibilities to pay their taxes and to provide for their family and to address in small ways or big ones those great global challenges.
And talk about the differences between the CGI and the Clinton Foundation, which of course has come under some scrutiny in recent months.
The Clinton Global Initiative is the convening organization. It's the organization that brings together people from the public sector, the private sector, the nonprofit sector, and philanthropists to convene and create commitments to address the great global challenges. So we are not implementing, that is, the Clinton Global Initiative is not implementing or funding any of those projects. Those are funded and implemented by our members. By contrast, the Clinton Foundation is an implementing organization. It's not a grant-making organization. It's not a convening organization. The Clinton Foundation actually implements projects in the real world. So, for example, the Clinton Health Access Initiative provides antiretroviral treatment to about 11.5 million people around the world on every continent. The Alliance for a Healthier Generation is a partnership with the American Heart Association. I, in fact, used to be the executive director of that. And it is an organization that addresses childhood obesity in the United States. We're in 31,000 schools with programs to provide healthier lifestyles.
And Robert, just quickly,
food in the cafeterias.
Because we're running out of time, what do you hope to accomplish this week at the last meeting?
We're going to celebrate the legacy of CGI. We're going to celebrate addressing girls and women. We're going to celebrate addressing economic empowerment, response and resilience. We were very active in Ebola with Katrina and in rebuilding Haiti, and we're going to celebrate some of those great moments of CGI history.
All right, Robert Harrison, the CEO of the Clinton Global Initiative, thank you very much for joining us, and good luck with the meeting this week.
Thank you, Scott.
I'm Scott Gamm, and you're watching The Street.